YouTube world. Hi, my name is Paige, for those who don't know. Today, I'm going to film my labor and delivery story. It is kind of late because I had my son here 9 months ago, so it's kind of late. But I'm just getting started on this just to let you guys know. So, let's see. What can I say first? How did it start? So, to March, he was born on March 11th, so that Friday before March 11th, um, I had a doctor's appointment and they swept my membranes. This is gonna get kind of graphic for you guys, so if you guys aren't into that graphic stuff, don't be on here because it's gonna get really graphic. But so they swept my membranes, and they said basically, it's I'm not gonna have the baby anytime soon. So I was like, okay. That Saturday, some of my mucus came out, and I was like, yay, yes, because my original due date was on the 12th. Okay, so to let you guys know that too, my original due date was on the 12th because I had two doctors. I had one out in Southern California and the other one in Sacramento. The one in Southern California said the 12th. Then I had one in Sacramento who said the 21st. So I was like, no, my baby's coming on the 11th. I mean the 12th. So these people are crazy. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So I was like, oh yeah, he's going to come by time the 12th. And so they swept my membranes, and then Saturday, mucus blood came out all day Saturday, and I was like, oh wow. But you know me, this being my first child, I thought like, okay, it's not that much mucus plug, it's just a little bit, but apparently it's like a lot. So, then Sunday, it was like a lot came out more, and then at night, it was a lot, like a whole bunch with blood in it too. So, and then later on that night when I was sleeping, I was cramping a little bit and cramping while asleep, so I couldn't really sleep because I was cramping, but it wasn't like, sorry about that, it wasn't like too bad. So, he's talking so loud. Anyway, so, that's what happened, and then Monday, I was like, I don't know, what should I do? Should I call him? Because they said if my mucus comes out and I'm bleeding, I should call and if I'm cramping. So I called and they're like, yeah, come in and we'll see what's up. So I went in and they were like, oh, you're nothing. To remind you, when I went to my doctor's appointment on Friday, I was only 1.5 centimeters. So then by Monday, they were like, no, like, go home. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're a new mom. The baby's not going to come. And the nurse, she told me to stop walking. And usually, like, what? Like, you don't tell people to stop walking around. So she told me to stop walking, stop moving, because you don't know what you're talking about. And maybe it's just because you keep moving around. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I went home Monday. I, like, won. And I was just, after she told me to stop moving, I wasn't moving anymore. So I just sat there, did nothing, and I was just, all day, I didn't do nothing, I didn't move nothing, but then it just kept getting, like, closer and, like, worse. Like, first it was, like, 10 to 15 minutes apart, and then by 10 o'clock, it was 5 to 4 minutes apart. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is so painful. But to me, like, I can handle it, so I wasn't crying. I was just like, So, but my husband was like, come on, like, let's go to the doctor. I'm like, no, I don't want them to send me home. And they're like, okay, well, let's count it to see how many minutes it is. So I was like, okay. So let's count it, see how many minutes it is. And then he was like, okay, well, it's 4 to 5 minutes apart. Like, what do you want to do? I was like, no, I don't want to go home. So we counted like 3 more times. And then We had a sister count it because she had 2 kids, and I was like, okay, well, she should know. And then by the time she counted, it was 3 to 4, and then we had her count it 5 more times because I was like, they are not sending me home because this is painful. So I was just like, no, they're not sending me home. I don't want them to send me home. So I was trying to hold out as much as possible before I went to the hospital, but come to find out that was a bad thing and I shouldn't have. But so when I went up to the hospital, it was probably like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I got there and they were like, okay, well, if you're not 4 centimeters, then we gotta send you home. And I was like, oh, I better be 4 because I'll be so pissed if I gotta be sent home. So 4. So they checked me and I was 4.5 and my water bag was bulging at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, yes, I get to stay. And so then I was just sitting there, and then come to find out like an hour or 2 later, I ended up being 8 centimeters. So I went from 4 to 7 to 8 to 8 within the 2 hours. And then the nurse was like really shocked, and she was just like, what? Like, this lady's 7.5, this lady's 8. Because apparently that's pretty fast for me, this being my first child. So, you know, I still had to wait for the anesthesiologist because she was sleeping. So I had to wait for her to freaking come up there and give me the epidural. But at that time, I was just like, and you know, I wasn't myself because me, personally, I like to talk. And when I talk, I like to talk a lot. So I wasn't talking, I was just sitting there like, So then she finally came like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around there. And then they gave me my epidural. And then I was like, cool, I feel better now. And then I slept. And it felt like I slept for like 10 minutes, but I was asleep for a good hour. And then when the nurse came back in there, she checked my bag and she said it was broken. My water bag broke. And I was like, what? I didn't even feel that. Like, I was just like asleep and knocked out, and I was just like, okay, whatever. And when my water bag was broke, I was 9 centimeters. So she was like, yep, so as soon as you feel like you're ready to push, then you call us back in here. And then I was like, okay. So then 30 minutes later, now it's like 7 o'clock, 30 minutes later, I had to, I was like, I feel like I gotta push. So then we had to wait for my doctor to get there because he didn't get there until like 7:10 or something like that. So I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, what do I do? So then he finally got there, and then I was like, okay, well, it's time to push, and they have to lift up my legs, my husband and my sister-in-law. And when they went to go lift up my legs, and I had help too, I was like, dang, these things are heavy. Because, you know, the epidural numbs you from the waist down, and those legs are like, my legs were like whales. Like, they were like 10-pound whales. Just like, it was so heavy. It was ridiculous. So, that happened, and then I pushed, and it was about like 3 good pushes, and my son was born, and he came out. Yay! He was here. I'll insert a picture right now to show you what he looked like when he came out. And then after that happened, he was 7 pounds. No, I lied. He was 5 pounds, 15 ounces. And usually, when babies leave the hospital, well, we had to stay in the hospital for 3 days because he didn't have the same blood type as I did. So they wanted to make sure my blood type wasn't going to fight his. So we had to stay there for that long. And usually, they say when babies leave the hospital, they lose weight. But Tino, he didn't lose weight. He gained like 2 pounds after he left the hospital. So he went from 7 the next week that we had to check. And then he had he got circumcised. And yeah, he's just been a big growing boy ever since. And it's just like, whoa, like he's growing by pretty fast. He's 9 months already, and he wears like 9 to 12 months clothes. So it's just like, oh my goodness, he's just growing so fast, and it's just ridiculous. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you guys like this video. If I should do anything better, give me some advice. Put some comments down in the comment box. Hit the thumbs up button. Tell your friends to tell your friends, and tell your friends to tell your friends' friends. And give me some advice on what video to do next. But yeah, alright. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Bye.